Hi everyone, it's Ishan back with the YUGIOH Club at UCI, coming at you with another video. I'm doing a competitive discussion today on the July 15th, 2019 ban list. Quite a ban list, I must say. I think there were like 31 changes on the ban list. That is a lot of changes, a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm not going to be doing a reaction video. I'm sure you guys have seen all the ban list by now. This is going to be more of a competitive discussion, talking about, trying to predict the future, basically, based on the ban list. I think it's a good exercise to partake in because it helps you evaluate, future cards, future changes to the game, and all sorts of things. So let's get started, of course. Let's start with the forbidden cards. The Eclipse Wyvern and the Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. So let's start with Rusty first. Rusty is more of a... This was almost an expected ban. I mean, Rusty just had to go. The fact that one card turns into like 3 cards, roughly, on average, is a little bit insane. And it's 2 dark monsters, which is like, I mean, come on, Konami. Could you at least made it like 2 Phantom Knight monsters or, something? It's the new combo card. It's just free negates. I mean, it's just so easy to make. Anybody and their mother can make it. And so it kind of had to go because it's a crutch for a lot of decks, unfortunately. But, if a good deck can make this, then even if it just does a little bit extra beyond the Rusty, it becomes instantly tier 1, like Orcust. And so this had to go. This does hurt Orcust a lot. There's nothing really else to make. Originally, Orcust just made this, and then they got the Dingirsu and the counter trap. Those 2 cards really just posted over the edge. Because it combined Rusty with some offense and defense, and some comeback capabilities with Dingirsu being able to send stuff, and so that happened. So I think everyone knows why Rusty got banned. Eclipse Wyvern, this one was unexpected. As you'll see as a theme on this list, Konami was really trying to avoid limiting YUGIOH. A lot of people are disappointed about that. I'm not, because I play Crusader Guard Dragon, requires 2 YUGIOH. Interesting, this is definitely a nod to Danger Thunder and other decks that are using Chaos Dragon Legionnaire and Diablosis and other stuff. I think this is good. You're going to get your hand looped a lot less with this being gone. Danger Thunder is by no means dead, but this is nice because you're just going to get your hand loop less, and I don't think Konami likes those hand loop cards. And Eclipse Wyvern is just always going to be a problem. Just tutors any dragon that's level 7 or higher, and light or dark. I mean, basically all the dragons are light or dark, so yeah. Okay, moving on to the limited section. I think the forbidden section, Bardiche need to get banned. Wyvern's a little weird, but I guess they don't want to hit YUGIOH, so I'm okay with that. Multi-Faker limited. This one was definitely a shocker to a lot of players. And I think this is because of the new Salamangreat Link 1. It can be summoned with any monster less than 1,000, which makes for a lot of like Sangan into Multi-Faker, that sort of thing. It definitely is reducing the power of this deck, because Altergeist, I mean, it basically needs Multi-Faker to win. It's pretty rare that you're going to win consistently without Multi-Faker in your hand. I don't think this deck is dead by any means. I think it cannot be tier 1 though anymore, or even close to topping as much as it did. The problem is that if this deck becomes good, or is still good for some reason, maybe because people aren't playing side deck hate or stuff, this Multi-Faker is so fragile now. If I banish your Multi-Faker, you're gonna probably lose, but it's still good actually. I'm not. It's harder to banish monsters than spell and traps. So don't count Altergeist out. Definitely weaker, but don't count him out. Yeah. Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. So again, this is a nod to not wanting to hit YUGIOH. However, this is a very smart hit. I think it's actually one of the smartest hits on the list, because this is just, I mean, if ever play against Danger Thunder, the baby dragons are the best cards in the deck by a long shot, but just by a long shot. If they do not draw a black dragon or a white dragon, which is rare because they have 9 dangers and 3 of the other, 3 seconds light and other draw cards. But if they don't, you have a very good shot at being able to break their board. And they used to run 5, even 6 sometimes because they really wanted to draw a card like this. Now at 2, they're gonna miss it a lot more. If they still draw it, their combo is still gonna be pretty good. Again, it's probably gonna hit your hand less because of Eclipse Wyvern being banned, but still, I think these 2 being limited was a great idea by Konami. Especially if they didn't want to hit Saryuja, and I think it'll weaken these dragon decks a lot. They sort of just rely on these cards. Okay, Salamangreat Gazelle. A lot of people thought this was going to be hit. I wonder if Konami's leaking some information or something, but a lot of people thought this was going to be hit, and it did get hit. It's limited is fine. Honestly, if I was in charge of the ban list, I would have limited like a card like Balinx. I'd like to let decks play, but sort of get rid of some extra stuff that's pushing them too far over the top. I think Balinx is just such an annoying card, and it's a starter card, but you only really need like one of it to search the field spell once, and after that you're sort of fine. But I think Gazelle limit is fine. The Balinx thing is just like one of my own theories. It's a little crazy, and I don't think not many people probably agree with me on that one. So Gazelle to 1. Yeah, Salamangreat kind of got neutral on this list. Circle got limited as well. That's a rough break for Salamangreat. I guess it's like dinosaurs, man. They really don't want to see this deck live for much longer. So, whatever. Sorry, Salamangreat players. Tempest. It's fine, probably. Yeah, always sketchy bringing Tempest back, but it's probably just gonna make some decks cooler. Gold Sarks at 1, it's probably fine. You could summon it off LP, but I don't really think that matters. Yeah, it's fine. It's got unlimited in the OCG. There's some FTKs in the OCG, but it's not as bad in the TCG, so I think it's fine. White Dragon, same reason as Black Dragon. I sort of talked about these 2 together. Yeah, so we're just gonna skip that one. Limited. I got Light Stage in the bottom. I think most people know what Light Stage is. I think out of all the cards that got limited, Light Stage was sort of the most unexpected. I'm not sure why they did it. It seems like they were just trying to hit Orcus too much. I think Bardiche is good enough. I guess they don't want Trickstar winning Worlds again. That's my theory. It would be kind of weird if the same deck won Worlds twice. So they're just hitting it so that people can only use one of it at the Worlds tournament, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Terraforming to 1, weird, but whatever, I guess. Metaverse to 1, it's a pretty big hit to Mystic Mind decks, especially the burn ones. Now you can't search it with Trap Trick, so that's like 5 Mystic Minds out of your deck. That's a pretty big hit. Circle we talked about, that hurts a lot. Circle getting Gazelle was just huge, because it lets you set it back too with Sunlight Wolf. Now you can't do it. Daigus to Emerald, it's fine. I mean, it really, as long as it's not doing anything degenerate, it's fine. Even in like Zodiac decks, it's fine. No one really cares, right? If you shuffle back your Zodiac monsters. Cool card. I think a lot of decks will be happy they have it back. It's a little, I can understand that it can loop stuff back into your deck, but it should be fine. If stuff is being looped back into the deck, it's probably not Daigus Emerald's fault. Let's put it that way. And then Multi-Rule going to 1 as well. This is the hit to Sky Striker. How do I feel about this? Good. I like Multi-Role going to lower numbers. I just hate Multi-Role, to be honest. I think most players hate Multi-Role when they're playing against on the other side of a Sky Striker player. I mean, of course, Engage twice a turn, drawing cards is just horrific. Nobody wants to play against that, right? However, Multi-Role is just, this card is just so stupid. It does everything the deck wants. I'd rather them just ban Multi-Role, give Kagari to 3, Hornet Drones 3, whatever. Okay, keep Hornet Drones at 1 because it's like an engine, just splashing engine card. But I just don't like Multi-Role at all. I think it just makes the game unfun. If you're playing a fair deck, which by fair I mean tier 2, and this card resolves once, you're probably lost, unless you can't somehow get rid of all these spells. But whatever. It's fine. It's good at 1. Cosmic Cyclone, Ghost Ogre. It's gonna hurt Sky Striker a lot more. Semi-limited. Okay, let's talk about the 3 dangers first. The 3 dangers being semi-limited, it's whatever. It's a little hit to Danger Thunder, not too big. yeah, a little weird. I mean, because you have this danger and another danger in your hand, it's okay, it's fine. Sure, why not, right? I'm down. Semi-limit, whatever, cool. Chaos Emperor Dragon, I mean, it's not that great. It's going to be a 3 on the next list, whatever, just, it's fine. Ether, you know, whatever, the Monarch player is going to be happy, it's going to be 3 on the next list, it's fine. Stratos might not be 3 on the next list, depending on how the heroes do, but you know, it's a good card. It's gonna help the what is it called, the Vision Heroes. It searches the one that you really want, Ferris, I think, and so that's a big deal because Stratos is like the key card in that deck. Other than that, I'm happy it's back. A Hero Lives is a stupid card, probably, and honestly, if anything deserves to be banned, probably Hero Lives. As long as there's no ways to loop Stratos for some stupid FTK, you're probably fine. Doesn't seem like there's anything right now, but who knows? But you know, I doubt it, right? One interesting thing though, it's a really good normal summon, almost like Fairy Tale Luna. I could see this being played in some sort of like normal summon cool deck if three of it ever comes back. A thought. Dragonfly to 2, it's gonna be 3 on the next list. The only thing it can do is probably loop some shit, but it's probably too inconsistent anyway, so it's fine. It's gonna be 3 on the next list. Damage Juggler is gonna be 3 on the next list. I've never seen this card. I mean, I've seen it a few times in like Lightsworn decks before Snow was banned and other things, but it should be fine. Shrit, you know, didn't do anything at 1, it's not gonna do anything at 2. They're probably gonna be 3 next list. World Tribute, I mean, it might get sacked by this at your locals, but it's going to be 3 on the next list. This card World Tribute probably should have never been printed, but I mean, it's not broken. I think one good thing that Konami is doing is kind of giving the ban list more respect. You know, a lot of cards are on there. You're like, I don't really see that card's on there. You know, the ban list it loses this sort of allure of, you know, crazy cards on there, and so I think doing this sort of helps, you know, bring some respect to the ban list, which it needs, right? I mean, the Book of Moon is still limited, so you know we got some work to do there. But yeah, unlimited. Again, these probably should have unlimited a long time ago. Probably can go through the list and unlimit more cards. But Scout, the only thing I'm sad about Scout being unlimited is that I used to have a great trivia question asking people how many normal monsters were limited. And most people would say 4 because of the Exodia pieces, but they'd always forget Scout, especially because it's a pendulum. You know, you might see Cliffort at your local. Probably won't, but you know, it's cool. Whatever. Pay 800. Luster Pendulum. People are really excited about this card going to 3. I don't think it'll do much of a difference than it was at 2. So, for whatever that's worth. Trishula at 3. I mean, sure, whatever. The only reason this card should be at 1 is because people are going to summon 3 of it in the same turn. Hopefully that's not going to happen when this comes to 3. I'm sure someone's trying to do it right now. It just depends on how consistent it will be. We'll see what happens. Dark Hole. I mean, Kaiju Slumber is basically better than this card. So, sure, 3. Why not, right? Okay, here's some more interesting cards. I think Monster Gate. I don't think it'll do anything. Reasoning is the better version of this card, but Reasoning can for Monster Gate you have to tribute. Reasoning, your opponent picks a level, but you don't have to tribute a monster. The reason Reasoning is better, haha, is because you're just focused on the mill most of the time. And you just don't need a monster to play it, or you play it in a deck where there's like 7 options, and so it's a pretty good chance of hitting, especially if your opponent doesn't know what you're playing. Rekindling, cool, I guess. I mean, the only thing I could see is this, you know, cause some crazy link plays, but, you know, albeit, so what, right? You know, let people have their fun, right? Stop being so worried. So I like how Konami's doing this. Super Poly to 3, I mean, this card is just... I don't like that you can't respond to this card. I'm playing it in my decks because I like it, because you can't respond to it because it's powerful in that sense, but like, I don't, yeah, it's, I'm not sure about this. It's gonna be fine, I'm sure, from a competitive standpoint, but like, it just doesn't feel good to get super polyed. If you're playing a dark deck and some guy just drops, you know, it's like, oh, it's just the worst feeling, right? You lose to your monsters, they get a monster. It's just horrible, and you can't do anything about it. But we'll see, you know, maybe if the hero deck is popular, this will come into account, right? Who knows? Solemn Judgment to 3, again, it's fine. They could probably put Warning to 3 and no one would give a crap. But yeah, it's, you know, maybe Stun will be better, you know, some lockdown decks play 3 of this, right? Now that Mystic Mine is out of the meta, it's fine to have this card back at 3. So I think Konami was sort of knew that. So yeah, that sort of concludes this video. So in recap, Danger Thunder, weakened but not out. Salmagrate, Rest and Peps. Sky Striker, it's weaker, much weaker, but you know, I think Danger Thunder is probably still a little bit better now. And then we've got Altergeist, which is RIP Altergeist. Yeah, so big 3 done. Covered all that stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts about the ban list. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.